Good morning, y'all. What's up to everybody? I hope y'all are feeling better. You know what I mean? I hope COVID has not ravaged through everybody because I know it has hit a bunch of us on Knicks Twitter. You know what I mean? We're a bunch of us are in health and safety protocols right now. Uh, I know I'm dilly dallying because I still need to be tested. You know, and big shouts to Willie C. We had a great conversation the other day, man. I appreciate you. So, last night we had a basketball game. They did. We did. Uh-huh. And we ended up with that dub that we needed. We got that dub that we needed. 2 in a row. Yo, I'm vibing. Don't mind me. But yo, you know, it was a good game. It was a good game. My Minnesota was empty though. Like I know that their team came off of protocols, but you know, hey, the one good thing about this whole situation is guys who probably would not have gotten a real chance of getting a real chance. What's his name? Noel last night. Man, that dude can score. You know, I mean, and if it wasn't for this issue within the pandemic right now, we may not have ever seen him play. Coaches, I mean, he may not have ever been able to put that kind of film together. So I definitely see, you know, some goodness in this, even though it does suck that, you know, the teams can't roll out the guys that they're used to and really implement game plans and stuff. And I will say this, their coach is pretty good. You know, when we started hitting our shots and getting into our flow, and it was reminiscent of Christmas, and we was up by 17, and coach was like, listen, we gonna go zone on these jokers. And for a minute, yo, that zone gave us problems. It did. But the thing about the zone that breaks the zone is if you hit the shots. So there was a lot of open shots that were not, you know, that we didn't make them pay enough, I feel like. And one thing about scrappy teams with nothing to play for, if you've got good coaching, those teams play hard. You know, I mean, I could see how that team last night beat Boston. You know what I mean? They fight, they scrappy. They not gonna take no for an answer. They not just gonna assume, well, because y'all got more star powers, y'all more packed, we gonna just lay it down. Nah, these teams are fighting, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But Kemba, I think, was 3 for 9. Julius was 5 for 20, which is not the greatest, but 20 rebounds. Again, the reason why I like Julius as much as I do, and I don't want to say I'm not a Julius fan, because I don't really do individuals fans. You know what I mean? I remember him from the Lakers. I remember when he broke his leg. I remember when he got sent over to the Pelicans, and I actually felt bad for him. I was like, dang, he's healthy now. He's 100%, and y'all ain't even trying to give him a chance. So when he came to the Knicks, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, but I didn't expect him to. I saw him as a piece, you know, and make possible, not KP's replacement, but a piece that could, with another player, take us possibly somewhere. You know what I mean? That's how I saw him. You know, I still see him that way. I still think he is our number 2. But here's the thing: if Kemba's the number 1, then I think it works. I do. I think it works. I take a look at what Kemba did last night. I think it was around the third quarter, something like that. It was a timeout. and he rallied the team together before they went to the bench. He gathered Julius first, and then everybody else, and he's taken a leadership role in his team, and it's accepted by the brothers on the team. And maybe it wasn't at first. I don't know. I don't know, but it is now, and I know Kemba's role is to also make life easier for Julius, but Julius also has to make life easier for himself by hitting the open shots. You know what I mean? And he does something. He does. But last night I needed it a little bit more because, dude, 5 of 20, you missed 15 shots. That's a lot of shots. You know, I'm kind of big on volume, dude. I don't like volume shooting. I like high percentage shooting. I don't want no Malik Beasley's out here. Cause that dude, and I understand he had to, but that dude was throwing everything to the sky. Like, chook. Ooh, I got the ball. Chook. Like, dude, man. He shot like 10 threes in like the first quarter. And made like 2. You know what I mean? So, listen, I'm not really big on volume shooting. Yeah, just keep shooting. No. But that's me. Rec league coach. I will sit you down. I will sit you down. Uh, but they did let him come in a little bit. They tried to get close, and then they tried to take over and all that. But the Knicks kind of settled that down and just played their game to end the game, man. And RJ came in clutch in the fourth. Everybody recovers from these things differently. You know what I mean? And RJ is recovering, and knowing that even if he's missed all game, he can come in the fourth like it's a new game and do what he can do. That's impressive to me. That's not something to knock. That's actually something to be like, hey, that's something there. Because I believe it was Alan Hahn. It was either Alan Hahn or Wally last night who admitted, RJ arguably won the game for us. With his 8 points in the fourth quarter. Against scrappy teams, man, you got to put the foot down and don't let up. You just cannot let up on, scrappy teams. Because you mess around and lead the dope, and here they come. They're going to charge right through it on you behind. So, we got that dub, thank goodness. We're 2 in a row, 16 and 18. You know what I mean? The East is just so tight right now. And this is a 2-game streak. Now we just need to get a couple more in. We've got another game tonight. Now, at the same time, as much as I'm like, all right, cool, it's the Pistons, I'm like, oh, brother, here comes another scrappy team that's depleted on protocols that's going to fight. And the other side of it is they had to travel from Minnesota to Detroit after the game last night. And it's a back-to-back. So the rest is minimal. They're not going to be as sharp tonight. I just hope that they're sharp enough. I hope they're sharp enough that this isn't a disappointing loss. I don't think so, but I mean, a lot of factors come into play. You know what I mean? So I'm wishing us luck tonight. I was just thinking about a conversation I had with a couple of my Twitter peeps yesterday. I'm not going back to why Kemba was benched anymore. I don't think it's relevant. Not anymore. Because he's starting and he's playing 44 minutes. He's clearly playing Tibbs minutes now. So whatever that was, maybe we'll find out in the off season. I don't actually care anymore. I don't care. Kemba's here. He's playing. He's ours. He wasn't traded. So that tells you, that it wasn't like a contract or a fit issue. Because he's still here, and I don't think he's going to be traded. Now, Fournier got to step up. But I did notice something again. Now, I will say this. So we got to see what Tibbs does now that everybody healthy. Tibbs played Kemba in the fourth and didn't play Fournier much in the fourth. Grimes got that spot, especially in the closing. In the important minutes, it was Grimes. So he's playing the youth, guys. You know what I mean? He's not sticking to certain things. He's sticking to what works for him. And I always felt like that's what Tibbs really was. You know what I mean? He plays the vets, he plays the favorites. No, he wants to win. So he's going to play what he thinks is going to win for him. And if he thinks benching Kemba for a little while to get him to perform better works, then there you go. And so far it has. So I think we've only lost the one game in Boston since Kemba came back. So keep your head down, fellas. I hope y'all got plenty of rest last night, as much as you could. Or you're resting very heavily this morning. You go through the little walkthrough, and there it is. It was good to see him, though. I missed him. It's a couple of days since Christmas. That was Saturday, so I was definitely missing the fellas. Obi's great. Quickly's great. I love my team, man. My team is awesome. We just got to get back into that winning margin a lot more. But it's coming, man. Again, you cannot ever look at this season or any NBA season this early and have end of season predictions. You just can't. Because 9 times out of 10, you'll be wrong. And in certain cases, you might be woefully wrong. You know what I mean? So it's a Wednesday. It's rainy. I think I got COVID. I ain't sure still. Been trying to get tested. Again, honestly, there's a few issues right now. So my maneuverability is a little bit tight. So I've been trying to figure out how to get to certain places, and I just haven't been able to yet. And at the same time, I went to a Rite Aid yesterday, and they was even like, they not only are they out of the home test, but they were told not to expect them. I guess it's just that much of a rush on them with Omicron out here. So listen, just be safe, man. Wear your masks where you can. You know what I mean? Stay away from stupid behind anti-vax, anti-mask rallies and stuff, even if they accidentally pop up at your local Burger King. You know what I mean? Cover your nose, run out the building, because these people, screaming and yelling with no mask on. You know what I mean? Yeah, right on. Yeah, no thank you. You call for me, I'm gonna punch you in your liver, bruh. I promise. Don't bring those anti-mask rallies around me, or we going to jail that night, because I'm fighting anybody who walk around me without a mask on. Straight, dude. You think I'm playing? Y'all come around me with no mask on. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't risking myself, my family, my kid, who has yeah. Straight up. You ain't playing that. Yo, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. The Candy Quarter will be back next week. We was on hiatus for the holiday, but we will be back. Yo, straight up, much love, Danny B. Get better. You know what I mean? Everybody dealing with it. Bobby, everybody dealing with it right now. You know what I mean? Be Hoyle, you know what I mean? Everybody whose family is dealing with it right now, stay strong, everybody, man. For real. It's one love, and it's almost 2022, man. The numbers is just increasing. It's crazy. Mad love. Thank y'all for watching. The main man, Coach Fob, in the building.